Hey, Trails Collective. Welcome to this episode of the Trails Collective live show. My name is Ellie, and I will be leading us into the evening. So a little bit of background on what we're doing here. Here at the Trails Collective, we are an East Coast trail running resource. So on our website, we can, hang on, I have Sarah Kais here. So hi, Sarah. I'm live right now. What do you need? A stream key. Isn't that, don't you just click on the link to log in? Because then I could just enter you into this stream. Like you should just be, I should just be able to let you in. This is good video, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us. I think you just click the link that I sent you. No, through the email. And then I'll let you into the stream. Yes. Do you want me to just keep introducing things? All right, I will do that. Okay, I'll keep you on the phone though, but I'm going to keep talking to the audience. All right. All right. Thank you, Trails Collective. So we are obviously still getting set up, but we have a great panel for you tonight. So a little bit about what we're doing here. So the Whiteface Sky Race is a USATF championship race. And so what that means is the male and female winner will secure a spot on the US mountain running team and go to Thailand this fall. So that's really exciting. And so we can't wait to see who shows up to throw down. So we wanted to introduce you a little bit to some of the more short course but amazing runners, trail runners in the region. We feel like sometimes the shorter but gnarlier and just more mountainous terrain doesn't get as much press as sometimes the longer ultras, which we think that's a shame because they're really technical, really tough, and the athletes that do them are some of the best in the world. So who we have on our elite panel tonight is, for the women, we have Sam Lewis. She's actually one of my on-running teammates. In 2019, Sam was named the USATF Sub-Ultra Trail Runner of the Year. She won a USATF National Championship and has represented Team USA twice. We have Megan Lacy, who is currently a 2:39 marathoner, but she's training for a 2:30 marathon. She's the CEO of Lumini, which is a company that when I read about it, I couldn't really explain it to you, but she sounds like a genius. So I think you should definitely look that up. She was a 2021 USA mountain runner. And she is translating her road speed to the trails and doing some really great things. And then lastly, we have Rachel Tomajczyk. I hope I'm saying that correctly. She's a 6-time NCAA Division I All-American. She is a 14-time Big 12 All-Conference champion and currently runs for A6 Furman Elite, which is a crazy great running group. For the men tonight, we have Aaron Newell, who is more known as a professional obstacle course racer, but has tons of success on the trails and also holds 7 FKTs, which include the Adirondack Great Range Traverse. In 2019, he had an incredible season. He was the 3rd in the Spartan Ultra World Championship in 2019, he won the Broken Arrow Triple Crown, which took place just 2 weekends ago. And then he was 4th at the Spartan Championships in Tahoe. So really looking forward to seeing him throw down. I mean, he might just pick up the mountain and shake everybody off of it and run away. So we'll have to see. Another elite we have on the panel is Eric Lapuma. He's not actually racing tomorrow, but he's had some incredible success last week, 2 weekends ago, taking 2nd at the Broken Arrow 52K. He took 3rd at the JFK 50 miler to Zach Bevan and Adam Peterman, who set course records. He was 1st at the Vermont 100 and has a 1st and a 5th place finish at the ComSet 50K. And he's also represented Team USA at the 50K National Championships. And then finally, we have Andy Wacker, who is a world mountain running long distance champion. He's taken 2nd, 3rd, and 5th. He's a 2-time All-American from the Colorado University Cross Country. So one of the most historic programs in the country for college is the CU Buffs, like Kara Goucher, Adam Goucher, all ran there. And so he was a 2-time All-American there. He won the USATF Trail Half Marathon and 50K Championship. He's made 14 USATF national teams. He has, for the Pikes Peak Ascent, he has a 2:11 going up. And then for the Pikes Peak Marathon, he has just under 4 hours with 3:58. So a lot of good things from Andy Wacker. So I'm just going to head over to actually Ultra Sign Up and look at a couple of the other entrants for this race. Because we have a bunch of other people running, and so we're going to have like such a crazy day out there. It's going to be awesome. Let me just pull that up for you guys. I hope you guys all made your free trail fantasy picks, because that's going to be rad. So again, we're just still waiting for the people on the mountain. I ended up not going. Surprise! My body finally caught up with me. I thought I was going to make it through our racing and event season without getting sick, but unfortunately, it hit me this morning, and I thought it was not wise to go and spread it to everybody. So I'm home, but it's all right. We're gonna do this. It's fun. It's great. So some other interesting runners that we have tomorrow are Lee Barub, who unfortunately DNF'd at Breakneck, but he still has quite the impressive resume, 100% ranking on Ultra Sign Up, which I jokingly say that because like Ultra Sign Up doesn't really mean all that much. Like one of these days I want to do a research experiment where we just like hack Ultra Sign Up. I mean, it means things, but also I just think it's funny to see how the algorithm works. For the men, we have Eli Hemming coming to us from Colorado. We have Evan Whitaker, and then Pennsylvania favorite and one of my Trails Collective Elite teammates, Matt Lipsy. Adam Paycheck from Syracuse, assuming all these people are still running, of course. He's won the trail circuit around here. Very fast guy to run with. We have Corey Keene, who also came out to Breakneck. Didn't have the greatest day, but a solid runner, which I'm going to be looking forward to watching. And then we have Ben Robinson, local favorite, another Pennsylvania guy, USATF mountain running champion. Look, we have Ian. Let's add Ian. Hi, Ian. Oh, well, he's still figuring it out. Well, anyway, so for and then it looks like I didn't notice he might have just joined, but we have Preston Cates, who huge up and coming runner, Nike sponsored runner, living in Arizona right now. He took 3rd at the either Bandera or Black Canyon last year in his first 100K. Amazing performances from that guy. So looking forward to that. Of course, we have Jared Burdick coming out, Fayetteville, New York. Always fast times from Jared. Always try so hard. So everybody's gonna be kept honest today, which is always a good thing. So for the women, we have Sophia Lockle from Utah. I think she's a skier, so that's pretty awesome. I really like how not only does ultra running like sort of make you fit for other sports, kind of like your sport is our sports punishment kind of thing, but we're seeing a lot of skiers coming over and doing some good work. Olivia Amber comes to mind, and it's just a great cross-training activity that obviously works for Killian. So if it works for Killian, you know, it works for everybody, right? That's how that works. We've got Kimberly Rapp from Michigan, Caitlin Rhodes from New York. Let's see, I talked about Sam Lewis coming, Tabor Hemming, which is Ellie's wife, coming in to us from Colorado. Caitlin Patterson, I think another skier. I might be messing this up. I apologize, everybody. Just, you know, doing my best here, but we've got a lot of great runners coming in, and it's going to be such a good showdown tomorrow. It looks like we have some people ready for the stream, maybe. Let's see here. Hi, Sarah. Are you guys ready? Yes, Sarah?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you?
I'm backstage, my computer. The ladies are on mine. We're seeing if we can see them in the screen.
I can't see you. I can see the guys.
Yeah, so you have to let me in. I'm backstage.
Okay, hold on.
Because you're the moderator, I think.
Yeah, but so I can see the guys, but I can't see you. Like,
it says only the host can see you. The host may add you to the.
Yeah, so I can see Ian, but I can't see you. Usually, I know where everybody comes up, and I can see Ian.
I guess I'll leave and come back in.
All right, yeah, try that.
That would make things very scary.
All right, we've got some.
Cool.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
You get a nice sunburn. It's right here. Yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah, my wife had that once. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Easy. That's great.
Yeah. Less busy than Lake Placid.
Oh yeah.
Sarah, I just emailed you the link again.
Okay, I entered back in. It says I'm backstage.
I don't know why I cannot see you. Try the link that I just sent you.
Trying that one you just sent. Sorry, on your hair. This was just guest instructions.
It should be down. It says click the link.
Killer.
Yeah.
Pulled up all the tracks.
Okay.
I want to convince Joanna to move to Saranac Lake.
Wow, that would be cool.
So here.
Does that mean anything to you?
Are you in the wrong one?
Saranac Lake or
There's two.
It's a sweet skate park in Saranac Lake, though.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're in the
second time?
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone is building pump tracks now too.
And
Because there's
pump
one
tracks.
for tomorrow and then there's one for tonight.
Well, there's not in Saranac Lake yet, but there
Oh.
will be in like 2 months.
But there's one in E-Town?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Pretty much everyone's building trails and pump tracks.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
like
I'm
every
interested.
single town has a pump track now.
I forgot why Ellie.
There we go. I see ya.
Oh, there you go.
Hello.
There you go. All right.
Turn up a little bit. Maybe back it up.
This feels like fireside chats.
Live at Hot Mic. Good question.
Ellie, do we got audio?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, that's a start. That's fantastic. All right. And all panelists are on? All right. So why don't we just get to it? So, all right. Thanks for everybody for your patience here. Ellie Pell, awesome. Had a great weekend at Western States last week. Was supposed to be a media point person here for the weekend. But she woke up pretty sick this morning. So, and we didn't actually get to spin our gears enough to figure out how to back up and get this all dialed in. So, Thanks for your patience.
Let that
Ellie's
be
on
a
the back end.
lesson. Don't run 100 miles.
Starting this
It's not
episode
good for
off,
you.
and hopefully you can hear us. Thank you to the panelists for being here and sitting in the sun. I think one of the worst decisions last week at Western States, at least, was making a mandatory pre-race meeting where we're all just sitting there baking in the sun for an hour, listening to things that we really didn't need to be listening to. So for you all here, I appreciate it's only a 10K next week or tomorrow, and bear with us for the sun and wind for a half hour. All right, so now this is the pre-Whiteface mountain races panel discussion here, if it'll work. The Whiteface started off as the Whiteface Sky Races, I don't know, a number of years ago. We were part of the U.S. Sky Running Series, and while that somewhat dissolved the past couple of years, and then COVID knocked us out, being able to run Whiteface here, we reconfigured under the mountain races, switched up the course a little bit, a little less Sky format, but still very much a beast of a course. And then this year, we're given the honors of serving as the U.S. Mountain Running Championship, which we're pretty stoked about. It is a burly course. I don't know, it's somewhere around 4,500 feet of gain over the 10K, and it definitely is a substantial mountain out there. I told the story years ago when we were part of the Sky Running Series, and we were trying to do some media updates, or at least somebody was, because I don't think I've ever actually posted on Instagram or Twitter myself. I think Ian Sharman, who was directing the Sky Running Series that year, was looking at our posts, going out, reposting it, like, can you please just give us something that doesn't look just like a grassy slope, like on the mountain? I was just like, I'm sorry. Like, that's kind of what Whiteface is. I know you're kind of after the Broken Arrow or the rut look, where it's this rugged, upper exposed, rocky summit. But I can tell you that it's anything but mild out here. So it's really beautiful, but it's a tough mountain. And we're stoked for some hopefully good weather tomorrow. All right, so Ellie, I'm not sure whether you already gave, well, I'll do it anyway here, because for the people who are here in person, let's do some intros. And Sarah, do you have that document up as well?
Where'd Sarah go?
Sarah's gone.
All right, Sarah, exit stage right. All right, let me refine that document and bring it back up here. All right. So in this panel, which hopefully you'll be able to see on the screen there and here, Sam Lewis, atta girl. He runs for On Running. She was named 2019 USATF Sub-Ultra Trail Runner of the Year, won a USATF National Championship, and represented Team USA twice. Sam, where are you from?
Moscow, Idaho.
Moscow, Idaho. Nice. Aaron Newell, pretty much right in front of you there. Present. 2019, he was third at the Spartan Ultra World Championship. 2019 Broken Arrow Triple Crown winner. I don't think I knew that. Nice work. Well done.
Thanks.
Yes. 2019 fourth at the Spartan Championship in Tahoe, and holds 7 FKTs, including the Adirondack Great Range Traverse. Eric Lapuma also should be right there next to off Aaron's shoulder. Second at Broken Arrow 52K just 2 weekends ago. Third at the JFK 50 mile, first at the Vermont 100, first and fifth at Comset 50K. And you're already technically on the U.S. team twice, right, so far for this year? Yeah, that's good. I was hoping he was going to be in the mix, going for a three-time U.S. team berth, but we'll take two. All right, Megan Lacy. 2:39 marathon PR, not slow. CEO of Blue and I, right on. 2021 Team USA mountain runner, and training for that sub 2:30 marathon. And these were stats that Ellie put together. So if you got complaints, talk to Ellie. Maybe you got some nuggets in here that you didn't come up with. But Rachel Tomajczyk. Thank you. Actually, Megan, where are you from?
Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho.
I'm a Jersey girl.
Jersey girl. Where in Jersey?
Outside Philadelphia, Marlton.
And Eric, you're New Hampshire?
Vermont.
You're Vermont.
But I'm also from New Jersey.
Also from New Jersey. Yeah. Jersey in the house.
And Idaho.
Yeah. And Aaron, somewhat local there. I forget, where's your roots?
Queensbury.
Queensbury.
Live in Saranac.
All right. Rachel, 6-time NCAA Division I All-American, 14-time Big 12 All-Conference. At that point, 14. I don't know who's still counting. 15, 16. And ASICS Furman Elite. So awesome Rachel. Andy Wacker here off of Aaron's shoulder. Andy, you're in from
Boulder, Colorado.
Lazy Acres.
Lazy Acres.
Yeah.
World Mountain Running Long Distance Championships, placed second, third, and fifth. Two-time All-American. Were you a Buffalo? All right. Colorado cross country, won USATF Trail Half Marathon 50K Championship. Has made 14 USATF national teams. Duking it out there with Rachel on the 14 number there. Pikes Peak Ascent 211 and Pikes Peak Marathon 358. And Ben Robinson over here as well. Ben, we thought you were going to be in here on the media arm in the morning.
Last minute sign up.
Last minute sign up to the panelists and jumping back in here. But I don't have a list of your accomplishments other than having a nice baby face and
That's
a
it.
smile.
That's it.
And a so well done on the figure that. He wins for actually 14 times you category. So he's still not running too. All right, so there are some questions here, and your mic should work over there as well. Not sure whether your computer's picking it up on the ladies' end. If you're like the crowd here, there's probably about 326 people for all of you who are watching digitally that are here watching, probably at least. So it's a big team, give or take. Pretty awesome. All right, so let's just get into the questions that Ellie has here. When so many in our, and I haven't read these in advance, so I'll probably be mentally processing. So if I pause and reconsider the questions, well, that's what I'm going to do. So when so many in our sport opt for longer distances, especially as they get older, what has kept you racing shorter distances? I'm going to add on to this with some of the, I think most of us probably are aware in the sport at the moment that a lot of the attention goes to the ultra distances, particularly like the 100-mile. A lot of the, I think, money in our sport, a lot of sponsorship consideration goes in that direction. So it can sometimes be hard to, I guess, duke it out or vie for that attention for some of the shorter distances. I know there's some pressure there, and some of you for sure are already racing. But back to the question, especially as they get older, what has kept you racing shorter distances? And if anybody wants to hop on that, go ahead and just lead in.
I think Andy's perfect for it.
Yeah. I'll take that one, especially because I race anything less than 50K, raced up to 50K. US mountain running champs to me is also really important. For a lot of reasons. Number one, it's not about the money for me. Like, I think there is a lot of attention and there's a lot of attention given to the 100-mile races in the US, but I think like worldwide, there's a long history that makes mountain running really cool. I think it's got over a 6-year history. There's a lot of these races that have gone on year after year, and so they're really prestigious. And I think it's just more about the community and about keeping that history alive. So for me, it just that part's really exciting. And then also with that, like, they're just so different. Like having a short race is really cool because people are neck and neck for so long in the race. Every little move counts, and that makes the race really hard in its own way. So, every push uphill, every downhill move has to be countered, and it just makes the race super exciting. So for you, any of you who raced like track or cross country in high school, it really seems like racing an 800-meter race, but for an hour. So it's just like really high intensity, really tactical, exciting racing. So I really love that about it.
I mean, I think all three of us are like, this one. Oh, okay. You can go first? Oh.
Just hold it close to you.
I think you were gonna like. Okay, there we go. Well, I think you were kind of like we've all ran track and stuff, and I think it's at least for me, the barrier to entry. Like, okay, well, I run 10K on the track. I'm gonna go run 10K on the mountain. It's a lot different, but it seemed like something that I could be good at with like some like speed as well with the downhill, and so that's one of the reasons why I like the short distance is because I can also cross over from the track to the roads to also mountain running, and so kind of be pretty fast generally. I like running fast. I don't know if you have any.
I would say I'm still pretty new to like the whole trail scene, and I know
like both Megan and Rachel are as well. So I haven't explored like much longer than I did one trail marathon last year, and I loved it. But we'll just kind of see. I think it's going to be some time before I really fully transition to that ultra scene. But it's cool when you can still like come here and do a short race like this, and maybe dabble in a trail marathon later in the year, or even a 50K.
And specifically for you and with your sponsor On, it's interesting. Just On is one of those that's getting out there with a full series of like 8 races that are all around like 10K. So you're at least representing the brand. I mean, I don't know how this. I can't remember when the series started, but I kicked off what the numbers will get. But it's just an interesting play. I mean, in theory, may appeal to a broader audience, I guess. And I just don't know whether it'll play in terms of the where the media focus or attention has been so far.
Yeah, the series you're referring to is the Cirque series, and yeah, you're right. It's all around that 10K distance, very much at like a mountain champs-esque feel to it with elevation gain in the length. They're doing a great job. They're really On across the board is really investing into the sport, not just on the trail side, but on track, and that's been so cool to see. I think what's cool is that it's giving some attention to that sub-ultra scene, because you're right, the 100-miler like Western States, I mean, that gets the attention, and that's where the money is, even in sponsorship. So it's cool to see a brand that is giving the attention that the sub-ultra distances deserve, because it's a different group of athletes, and it's such an amazing group of athletes, and I don't think it's probably don't receive the same sort of support and resources that the ultra scene does. But, yeah.
And for you, Eric, you've been around for a while, multiple national teams, but you're somebody that has been straddling the distances, I guess. The longest distance you've raced?
100 miles.
100 miles. Okay, yes, you have gone, I guess there's 200s becoming more common, or going on 250 or whatever. But for a while, I mean, 100 was kind of that long metric, so to speak. So how about for you, where you are somebody that's done both in terms of focus or attention, or when you're vying, I don't know if vying is the right word, if you're actually pining for it? I mean, you're aware that there's sponsorship dollars out there. I mean, how does that go with thinking of both businesses?
Yeah, so definitely right now the focus, I think, with most people's attention to all the sport is on the long distance races, and I think that's cool. But I think a lot of people overlook the short ones. And to me, like, the coolest thing you can do is be on the classic distance mountain team at World Championships. It just seems that all like the cool people have been on that team. So that's always, I guess, my reason for wanting to do these shorter races, is just to try to be on that team, just kind of check that box. And they're cool. Like these short races are so stressful. That's why I don't do that many of them, because you're stressed out for like an hour.
Mentally stressed out, or like physically, like in the race?
Oh, mentally, because you're just racing the whole time, and like if you just go over the line for like 5 minutes, you're gonna blow up, and then have to walk for 45 minutes.
Or Whiteface, even if you don't go over, I don't know how to play that. Like, I mean, Whiteface is just so steep out there. I mean, I was about to say you're going to be crossing that line pretty quickly, and then you're going to be walking kind of anyway. Maybe you guys are on it and running, but I mean,
I don't know how to like say to run this race.
Yeah, Mike was picking up in terms of how to run this race, and as one of you just mentioned, I don't remember whether it was Andy, where like in any given moment, you got to be racing, and if you like, I don't know, falter or whatever. As I was marking a stretch today, there's just a bulldozer on course, and there's a mound of dirt by it, and it was pretty much taking up the whole trail. And I'm just like, I don't know, you're gonna have to be walking over this like berm of like fresh like mud or whatever around this bulldozer, and it's like high grass on either side or something. I don't know. Somebody's gonna like pause and combo around the bulldozer or whatever, and like maybe there's a race. Your national team slot is the bulldozer right there on the course. Okay. Next one, she has one up. How do you keep your training interesting? What is a workout you would do for a short trail mountain race?
You want to lead in over there?
Yeah. Is it on? I think so. Okay, sweet. For me, I think doing like the shorter intervals are really important. Just trying to gain some of that speed going uphill. So shorter sprints, like 3 minute to 5 minute hill sprints, or even shorter than that, 1 minute hill sprints, really help you to kind of get some of that turnover going in your legs while you're going uphill. And so that's something that will help me to keep workout's fun. And then I think also with trails, it just is fun because you can go to so many different trails to train on. So that's another way to kind of spice up my training. If you're on a road or tracks, there aren't like as many options, or maybe you're going to the same road or same track and running in circles all the time for your workouts. But in the trail, if you want to change things up, you can always just go to a different trail to kind of change it up and get some variety, keep it fun.
I'll take one. I probably said this a lot of times before, but fastest known time, FKT. Literally, just look up any FKT. They're always amazing trails, and I've had a lot of fun doing that. I use those as workouts for trail season. It's probably some amazing places that I wouldn't have picked. So that's my little trail tidbit.
That was a thumbs up from Aaron. That's what he does for a workout occasionally. You catch him just kind of sitting there and he just gives a thumbs up. And that was kind of like interval right there for him.
Yes, guy.
Yeah, yes, guy. How about for you, Ben? I mean, what's the pressure on you? I know a couple of your races so far haven't shaped out as you would have liked this year so far, which, I don't know. You're a coach?
Yes.
Who's your coach?
David Roche.
Is anybody here not coached by David Roche? Which is really amazing how many people that Roche is. So in those, does it have you just kind of sticking with what you're doing, or does it have you reevaluate training in terms of some of those key workouts, or if you're spinning into a race like this, or you give us the key little secret sauce David Roche workout. What do you want you to do?
That's right. That's right. I'm here to just have some fun. Yeah, like you said, I'm kind of focusing more on like not like the 100-mile distance, but more so like the 50K, 100K. So I'm like super excited for this because it's something different. Like I said, I'm just want to come out here, have some fun. I did the Sky Race twice already, so I just love the course, the steepness, and it'll be nice to switch up the training a little bit. Well, the last couple of weeks to get ready for this, and yeah, one key workout. One of my favorites from David is the Hill Beast. So that's 10-minute, 8-minute, 6-minute, 4-minute, 2-minute hill hard. So I think I did that on a really steep hill, and I thought that was a really good way to get ready for this kind of course.
What's the recovery?
Just the rundown. Yeah, rundown recovery. So the recovery gets shorter every time, and so does the hill. That's definitely my favorite workout.
Yeah. Any others over there? No worries.
Any gems?
Gems?
What are you doing?
Especially if you guys haven't been buried by long distance ultra yet. We're still doing some quality stuff. Any favorite workouts? Shorter stuff?
Well, one of my favorite things to do is to both during track season and during mountain season is to mix the other one into it. Like I think that's one of my favorite things to do. I just came off a track season and then threw myself into Broken Arrow, and that was pretty cool. But I think during track season it's really awesome to keep doing mountain running. I love just adventure running, which is kind of similar to, well, it's not similar to FTPs in the sense that like I'm not going for the fastest time, but just trying to run somewhere new every Sunday for my long run. I like doing that especially on my track season because I think it helps me keep things fun when I'm just going around in circles. And then during the trail season, I love getting on the track because I also think the speed can be really helpful on some of the descent, and the strength that you get from intervals can still be helpful going up steep things like this.
And most of you are from hilly, if not mountainous areas in terms of location. But one, and I could be misremembering, but Moscow, not that hilly, right?
Well, the landscape is loose, and it's like rolling gold hills of wheat, garbanzo beans, and lentils, and so it's you can't really find flat runs, but I would say it's kind of challenging to get burped. So yeah, I think if people looked at my Strava, they would think that I value run anywhere, basically. My races are where I get my burden, but I don't know. I think there's, I think honestly one of the things that I do that might be a little bit different, or maybe one of my, it's not a secret, but weight training. I lift 2 to 3 times a week all year. and it's a huge part of what I do. As a result, some of my running volume might be a little bit lower, but when you spend at least an hour in the gym 3 times a week, it does take place at a different kind of stress. So and that's been huge, just to keep me healthy. So that's what I struggled with in college, and I've been healthy now for the last 5 years, and for the most part, it's been good. So.
Do you think that helps a lot with like power hiking?
Oh yeah.
The question was, do you think that helps a lot with power hiking?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Sam and Aaron have also dabbed in OCR events. How do you feel that training translates to trail racing? How is it different? What is something you've learned from the OCR world that has improved your trail running?
I guess I'll take this one first. Yeah, as far as OCR to trail running, OCR is basically just trail running, just you're slightly beefier sometimes. But yeah, this is Andy. But I think Andy especially can attest to this because he's surrounded by OCR people all the time. But I think we run downhills really fast. Like faster than most trail runners, and that's just because we are constantly running off trail. And so anytime, like I think tomorrow will hopefully be a good example of that, but anytime it's like really bad footing, a really technical trail, a really steep, OCR people seem to do quite well, and that's just because we typically have like a stronger posterior chain and just have done quite a bit of it. So yeah, I think OCR and trail running go pretty well together, especially on beefier mountains.
On the bus to your chain, is it tempting to want to take your shirt off for this panel discussion? Is it time to do it shirtless? It is for me to ask you, but
I'm sweating through my shirt. So.
And Sam?
I don't have a background in OCR at all. It's possible that what she's I did the Spartan Trail US championships back in 2019, and it was a trail race, so there was no OCR involved. The closest I've gotten to OCR is probably the Moab Trail Marathon because they have you climbing up and over rocks and like down like ropes and stuff. Yeah.
I saw you do a lot.
Okay.
Obstacle course racing.
And for those out there checking it out, OCR is the obstacle course racing on that one. And several solid predominantly, I didn't even say predominantly, but those that have done quite well in OCR and smart in the field have to go as well. What would you say has been your most fulfilling race and why?
I'll take that one. In 2019, I was the race director of the USATF Trail Half Champs, and that was super, super cool. One, because I had the opportunity to be the race director for that and just work with USATF, and I got to jump in the race. So it was just really cool to be there from start to finish, because not only was I the race director, but it was a new race. So we were able to pull off a brand new event, and then I was able to jump in and help out. I mean, not jump in and race as well to see it from start to finish. So yeah, that was super fulfilling.
And there's a lot of races on my list, but I guess a quick answer would be, because it's in the front of my mind, is I won the Broken Arrow 26K a couple weeks ago, and one, it's just a huge competitive race, but why it was most fun for me is just I've been dealing with like a lot of Achilles injury issues since last year, and just going through like a really, really rough year of running and kind of having no confidence in yourself, and then still being able to do that it just meant a lot in terms of being able to continue to run and have faith in myself and know that I'm doing everything that I should be doing. And if you're patient enough, even if you lose 100 times in a row, you'll get one good one. So that was nice.
I did a 100-miler on snow, and I finished dead last. But that was really fun. I tried to drop that one, but now I'm really happy I did it.
That sounds terrible. I think I would go between Vermont 50. I think earlier Ellie had written that I won the Vermont 100. That's not true. I won the 50. Or Broken Arrow 52K 2 weeks ago. I didn't expect to be able to run so fast coming from like I live at probably 300 feet.
East Coast.
And so that was just super surprising. Had a lot of fun out there.
My, I guess, most memorable and meaningful race was actually probably the mountain championship last year. I made the team, and I had a pretty rough few years in running. I was injured most of college, and I thought about quitting a bunch of times, and I had a track season that went kind of well, but didn't go super well, and it was just really awesome all the hard work I put in didn't come, the result didn't come when I expected it, but it was really awesome to achieve a lifelong dream of making a team after 20 years of running. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine's actually similar to Megan too. Also this race, or the U.S. Mountain Champs last year. It was my first trail race, and I had no idea. I was like super nervous. I didn't know how I was going to do. And so just getting out there and giving myself a shot and really believing in myself and believing that I could do something, or like at least going out and giving it my best shot was something that was cool for me to experience. And yeah, it was just fun. I also got to make a team, and that was kind of a lifelong dream of mine. And so similar to what Megan said, like the result didn't come when I thought it would have when I was racing on the track and roads, but it's cool when you get to experience something like that.
I think I'm going to go with the Moab Trail Marathon this past fall. I had 2019 was probably my best year of running. It was my rookie year of trail running, and so I had amazing races in 2019, but I think what made the Moab Trail Marathon this past fall special was it was my first trail marathon, so it was my first time running longer than 2 hours and 20 minutes for Broken Arrow last fall, and so that race took like 3.5 hours, so there was that whole aspect of fueling that I truly wasn't sure what I was doing, and then I didn't feel good for the first 19 miles. So that was cool. But I just kind of I just hung in there. Like I just kept on, I just committed to my race plan. When they went out, the race started and everyone got out so hard. I was like, wait, we're running a trail marathon. But that's how it goes. And I just committed to my race plan and just started at 14 miles, started my working my way up and finished second, but it was more the result aside. It was just one, I finished. I wasn't sure that was going to happen, so I was super stoked about that. And two, I think it was a good reminder that you can feel like crap for a lot of the race, and it doesn't mean that it's going to result in a poor outcome. You just kind of have to hang in there and see what happens. I felt great from mile 19 to mile 23, and the last 5K was really rough, but was able to just kind of, I just enjoyed it. It was really fun, and it really hard. But that race also, I think since 2019, when you go out there and achieve everything you probably ever wanted to do in 1 year, coming out of 2019, I really struggled with my confidence, which was some people would almost expect a different result. And so I think Moab gave me the confidence and the just the reassurance that I'm still on the right path, despite some of the tough moments of the last couple of years. So.
It is interesting. Yeah, you feel like you'd be charging after that year rather than kind of reconsidering or reassessing everything. And a couple of you mentioned in terms of scope of making the teams and whether somebody's patriotic or not or whatever. That seems like it must be pretty cool. I mean, I think for a while now I've been seeing, I think maybe pictures of you, Eric, and some of the team wearers there in the U.S. And that's got to be fun and handy as well. You guys have been around the scene a little while to be abroad and kind of on the Team USA wear. That'd be pretty cool. So Ellie has some quick fire stuff here, but before I read, you guys maybe did, but questions from out there, or anything that anybody out there would have a question or consideration or something that you'd want to ask if you could? What you got, Nick?
Road running. Love, hate it. You guys do it.
And the question is, road running, love, hate, or good?
You guys just want to go rapid fire?
Oh, sure.
I hate it.
I like it. I think it's a good way to switch up training every once in a while. I don't really race roads anymore, but I think that it's fun to do.
Yeah, I like it. I do about 6 months of roads, January to June, and then 6 months of trails every year.
I've had like almost a dozen leg surgeries, so that's why I hate it.
I don't mind it. I have carved a niche, unfortunately for myself, where I'm somewhat good at running really, really long road races. So sometimes I do those.
Are you going to Comrades?
Not this year.
I love it for racing, but for training, I like being on the trails.
Yeah, I think I kind of got into trails because I was getting a little bit burned out from racing on the roads and the tracks. So right now I'm really enjoying the trails, but I will say I think a road run that's really flat is nice when you're training a lot of vert during the week. Sometimes it's nice just to get on a flat run and have like a day for your legs to recover. So I appreciate roads and
I think it's good to dabble in it all.
Sarah really wanted you to lead in with a road section on the course tomorrow, and I shot her down. So for anybody who's wanting the roads, sorry. There is a section, though, as you're coming back down, probably around 4.5 miles or so. Before you kind of around the area of Donald, there's just a beautiful stretch of trail there. It feels more like an old utility road, but it's a really gradual descent, one of the most gradual on this course. And it's just this grassy, and you're looking at the mountains in the distance, and it's only like a half mile long. I absolutely love that section. We should really probably have some sort of 2 timing mats up there and do some sort of frame, because I think that you can just fly. But then there's also the karma of the world, where you split off of that into probably one of the most heinous descents on the course, where you're kind of dropping in. And thanks to Aaron and Sarah and others who were up there, I think, mowing and prepping, because that's didn't look like it was a fun mow. But for all of you out there tomorrow, and I'll announce it, that you kind of like drop off a little cliff, and then you get these hummocks, and you get all these kind of nasty little rocks that want to catch your toe, and it's really steep. And one of you out there is going to eat it. It's not 2 of you, and I apologize kind of in advance if that's you. But at some level, those of you also enjoy it because it's not roads.
That's great.
What you got, Juan? Bucket list race.
Oh,
I
want to hear Andy's.
Yeah, sorry, I got one. So this weekend is Mount Marathon in Seward, Alaska, and even though it's not my cup of tea in terms of I'm better at flatter stuff, definitely want to do that one.
My bucket list race is Western States.
Ooh, nice.
There's a race in Andorra that goes up a bunch of stuff, but I forget the name of it. But it's good to know that Andy likes flatter things.
This is flat.
I would really like to run Sagama some year.
Oh, yeah. Have you run Sagama?
What about you, Megan?
Oh, sorry. I'm next. I was thinking. I was going to say Western States because that's one of my ones. But I'm very competitive with males, and so I'd also like to do like the 48-hour world championship at some point because sometimes women beat men, and then they get to be the overall world champion in something. So that's my life goal.
I'm doing a series vinyl this year, and I'm super excited for that. I think that's been a bucket list race, so get to check that one off this year.
Yeah, when are you going to?
There's a lot, but Mount Blanc Marathon, hopefully next year.
Such huge energy over there, just the grandeur, and hopefully that's going to be awesome experiences. And I guess, Andy, you've been up there?
Yeah.
At least a handful of times, right? Doing some big events.
Yeah. So Chamonix 8 times, but the Mont Blanc Marathon 3 times.
I know Chamonix 8 times and Mont Blanc 3 times, which is pretty awesome. And then for the competitiveness with males, should I not have started you a half hour ahead of that? I mean, we can always flip it and start you all together.
It's okay.
Flip it. Start us first.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Anything else out there? Yeah. All right. So the as she has it, the quick fire round. What breakfast are you having before the race tomorrow? I'll start down there.
Avocado toast.
Yeah, eggs and toast.
Peanut butter banana toast.
I'm sadly not racing tomorrow, but if I was, it would be 2 bagels, Probably plain or cinnamon raisin.
What's gonna be your breakfast anyway?
Probably the same thing.
I'll probably have eggs, toast, and a just spoonful of mint cookie crumble.
Most importantly, guys, you're all forgetting coffee.
Yes.
Lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
Yeah, and then man, I haven't decided yet. But the backup on a trip like this, unfortunately, is just something like a bar.
Yeah. Having some peanut butter oatmeal. You can have some oatmeal. That's mine.
That's really exciting. You don't know what your breakfast is going to be yet. It's exciting.
Might forage.
Might forage. Yeah. It's good. And there's a common underlying theme of toast there. I mean, I don't know whether we've got thanks to our partners over there with Rad Mountain Apparel and VJ and Saucony, but none of them are toast. They're like bread companies. And I sometimes think about an ultra, like, why do we not have like Coca-Cola as like the sponsor out there, or like, I don't know, whatever candy company owns the rest of the candy companies. Yes. Pretty much just all eat crap out there.
Yes.
Seems like, I don't know, maybe high fructose corn syrup consortium should be the sponsor of all ultra running. But if not, it sounds like it should be a bread company. All right. What shoes are you wearing?
The On Cloud Ultra.
The Merrill Skyfire.
The Nike Wild Horse.
I think I would have went with the Solomon Pulsars.
VJ Extreme 2.
Solomon Pulsar Soft Ground.
Hope of Speedboat.
Nice.
Those soft grounds are pretty nice.
And I think we'll get pretty, hopefully, nice conditions out there tomorrow. We've seen a mix of conditions out here on the mountain, and I'm thinking it really has. I've seen some really phenomenal athletes up here just getting destroyed on this course in adverse conditions. I think one of the first years that we had a really nice first day for the VK on Saturday, and then Sunday we were doing the mountain race. It was the longer one, 15 miles with like 10K of gain, I believe. And it was basically 2 loops on the mountain with a flume loop, which is pretty mild, nice trails right next to us here in between, just a buffer a little bit.
It doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it was a lot. But we got monsoon rain overnight, what seemed like it that night. And Robert, you were here with a maybe on the expo, and some of the tents just got destroyed in terms of the load of the water or whatever. But it just got really slick, and that's right. It was it was some snow, and like 40 degrees, and like sleeting and mixed in. And
Was that the one Joe broke his arm at?
I didn't know it was broken, but the question was whether that was one that Joe broke his arm at. So this played into footwear. There were a couple people. I'm trying to remember who's the young. Who? No, not Topple. There's a young men's Zach.
No,
who was his first year? No, there was somebody who was sponsored by Skechers at least that time, and Skechers was just getting into the fray. And whatever shoe he was going to wear, and he didn't have enough trail mountain experience, right? It was basically like a question, and I kind of just asked him to look at like the bottom of the shoe, and I was like, you can't wear it. Like I almost wanted to just literally not allow him to wear that on course the next day, and he got pretty destroyed. But another one was Joe Gray. He was stoked to have Joe Gray in the field. He was sponsored by Scott at the time, and Scott was our title sponsor, and a long-time relationship with Scott Cougar. He was the run director at the time. And I kind of like their footwear. They chose this RC model, which is this low-profile racing model, which I think seemed to fit Joe. And he's one of the best mountain runners, I think, of all time. Incredible individual. But it was this like really low tread racy model. I was just like, I don't think that's going to go well, like on Whiteface. Like maybe it'll go where on other trails like you're used to, but like Whiteface is really steep, and it actually gets not slick up there. And he got destroyed the next day. We had some course issues in the front loop where I didn't have to start racing into the flume loop and then into the second mountain loop. And it's just like the top 3 came out with Tom Owens, and it's calling he's used to Scottish guy and Scottish Highlands, and used to those conditions. And he just came loading out of there just like his weekend run, just looking like fresh as a daisy and just in his happy place. He took a win, he had a big dash out of the leg, and he ended up having to go in and get it all stitched up afterward. But he was just happy with the plan. And then Total Stanier, out of Spain, came out. He also looked pretty solid. And then I just figured out, where's Joe? I don't know what happened about that last summit push. I was just waiting, like no joke. And Tristan Williams came out, awesome, really nice Northeastern individual, also used to be conditions and training, really top runner. And there was just a little time to go. So I moved up the course a little bit more around the bend, and then lo and behold, here comes Joe, kind of looping down. And I think he slipped and fell like just twice in front of me. It seemed like he couldn't stay on his feet. And he looked like he was shell shocked, like I had never seen before. Like just like white, and it was just didn't look okay. And so it really does make a difference out there. We'll have nice conditions, but the footwear does matter. Having something that has some pretty good traction up there does matter, makes a difference. So in case any of you out there are considering shoe choices, shoes do matter out here. And so for those out here, whether it be the Paragons, gloves, or most of the things from the VJ lineup, something with some traction will be pretty good. So, all right, shirt or shirt? I mean, clearly, this is intended for a multi. And maybe that's just where we're at. Maybe I shouldn't even talk about gender or bring this up here. I don't know how it goes anymore. But shirt or shirtless was her
Sports bra.
Or I guess just be straight sports bra. Maybe that counts, but that's not what I was thinking.
It's like a tiny shirt.
T-shirt. Yeah, T-shirt with sunscreen. Come on.
Cut off bald eagle shirt.
Ooh. T-shirt might have that too.
I wear a track singlet.
Yeah, I'll wear a singlet tomorrow too.
T-shirt.
Right on. Anybody out there with different choice in that mix that's going with something wild and crazy that I just don't even know about yet? Like that little Adidas stuff that you wear on the top. Drop top that looks good. It is pretty exposed. Yeah, and that would probably not be. He's getting old and starting to wear some shirts, but traditionally, I think even in that year where it was like snowing and 40, then it was still shirtless, which just fuel on cook, and it just seemed to work. All right, pop-up song. I don't think I'd be able to answer this question. For anybody who may be on my Facebook, connected with me on Facebook, I made a post coming in to the mountain yesterday, and there was some reasoning kind of behind it. It's been a really intense 10 weeks or so for me. I think I put on 7 races in the 9 or 10 weeks. 2 of my family members had COVID, so we had to quarantine a toddler with no kid care. My father was sick and passed away in that mix. And so it's been a really heavy, like 2 months. And so partly I'm just kind of brain fried coming in here. But every I'm driving this just packed box truck or van coming in here for the race. I'm pretty stoked and just really wonderful to be back. I was out at Western last weekend supporting Ellie, and it was wonderful to be in the mountains again. But it was good to be back in the mountains here. But I said, I don't know what I would have said what I wanted to be when I grew up when I was little. But it probably didn't necessarily include driving a loaded box truck in the mountains in my underwear listening to Cardi B. And there I just spilled the tzatziki sauce all over these great shorts. And so I had to kick down my underwear. So I had to wear Cardi B was rocking. So I was going to say I didn't know how to answer that question, and I was like, well, what is kind of rocking out Cardi B in the band? So I'll leave off there.
No specific song, but punk rock.
I've been listening to the Black Keys album Brother. So good. So Brothers.
Romeo and Juliet by Dire Straits.
I really like Nelly.
Yes.
Trees by 21 Pilots.
Lose Yourself by Eminem.
Beautiful Day, you too.
It's good stuff. We should probably bottle a lot of these and just make the top runner playlist or whatever out there. Any favorites out there in the gallery? Good pump up songs not mentioned? Great.
I don't know what that
All right. Okay. It's the night before the race. What is your pre-race ritual?
Start with you, Sam. I have no idea.
I don't know if I have one, just because you never know what kind of environment or where you're going to be. Probably try to watch some version of a movie or TV show. Stranger Things tonight.
Yeah, similar. I try to not have something that I have to do because then I get freaked out if I can't do it. But probably just relax, watch some TV, call my husband.
Yeah, I also avoid the rituals. I used to have like a safety pin that got sad when they got thrown away. So I really try and avoid any habitual thing, but just try and eat a neutral dinner and get to sleep early.
I don't really have any now, but I had a short phase of where 2 days before, and I still do this, 2 days before have a pizza, but it was pizza and a bottle of Budweiser, which I don't usually drink, but it worked, and I think other people should try it.
I guess I typically eat ice cream and then read a book until I fall asleep.
Yeah, I don't know about the night before, but like today, it was definitely important to like check out the course a little bit. And then we're really lucky in a lot of these beautiful mountain races that you have a river nearby. And so I was icing in the Osable River earlier today, which was amazing.
I just like good chicken farm.
Any good rituals out there? Anybody that you know that's next to you that has a funny ritual that would be good to out? Anybody that thinks that you had a ritual, even though it's not your ritual, would be kind of a funny ritual? That's not fun. If anybody felt like when they think of Andy Wacker, if they feel like he should have a ritual, what would it be?
Probably sleeps in his socks.
Probably does.
Oh yeah, uniform, not wrong.
Who thinks that if Andy wins this race in honor of us having to weed back everything, he should name his firstborn Weed? Lots of people.
You're waiting for the hands up. Yeah. All right. Anything else that would be fun to talk about for any of you? Any questions for one another, or just topics that might be fun or funny? I was trying to. Is my wife still on the mix? Sherry Golden, you're out here. All right, minding our many children.
I think we're running out of stuff.
Yeah, really, we wanted to. She thinks this. I think whenever we talk about this stuff, or when I'm doing a Trails Collective live episode, she's just like, really? Like, is there anybody that actually like cares about any of that? Just like, just the trying to be like serious about like any of it. She's just like, that's ridiculous. And really, she was as we were walking down to also get in the river here a little bit ago. She started coming up with just things that were just off the cuff, just ridiculous. And I kind of pressured her to try to run this panel instead of me, just come up with her own questions that were probably nothing to do with trail running whatsoever. But she wasn't buying in. And if she was here, I'd come up with a couple of questions, but somebody's got to be a parent here. So, all right. Well, thank you all for being here at all for Whiteface. I'm stoked about tomorrow. Thanks for spending some of your time here in the evening for the panel discussion. And I am stoked to see it shake out tomorrow. Ellie, if we are still live, thank you for being on that back end. And we will close this out. So if you're still out there, we'll sign off. All right. And look for us to go live in some form with media tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have somebody on, maybe an ATV leading out ahead of the leaders, and then a couple spots up in the mountain. We'll try to bring you some live updates. So stay tuned to Trails Collective Media. And thanks again to our partners out here for Whiteface with Rad Mountain Apparel, for VJ and for Saucony. And they'll have some demos here that you can try on, as well as tomorrow for the group runs. Check those out. We appreciate the partnership. All right.
Nice.